So guys, today I'm really excited to bring you on this guest. He's actually one of my own coaches, and unlike Danny and Gary, who coach the typical things that people think about when they're leading up for a prep, your diet and nutrition, Blue coaches me in kind of one of the most important and one of the most forgotten parts of the sport of bodybuilding, which is posing. So Blue, if you could introduce yourself to the audience and let them know who you are, what you're about, and your own history in the sport of bodybuilding.
If you don't know me by now, you're not a bodybuilder. Simple as that. In the Irish scene, I've been around since the foundation of Irish bodybuilding. I was there before there was a federation even actually formed. That's come back as far as 1983, so I competed even before that. I won Teenage Mr. Ireland in 1978, intermediate, junior, seniors. I've won many senior Mr. titles over the years. All the way up to now. So I saw the evolution of bodybuilding and how it's formed in terms of other sports integrating into our sport, like S&C, strength conditioning, sport-specific stuff kind of dragging from our sport in terms of how we build our body and how that can be referred to and maybe transferred to another sport. So the sport itself, bodybuilding, has been there for a long time and being utilised for a lot of different reasons. But the sport itself, in bodybuilding, it's an art. It's definitely an art because it's about forming a piece of muscle or body that you can visualize. You're visualizing this really in your mind first. So your mindset first, and you want to portray this. So you go into the gym and you build that physique. And I always believe that bodybuilders are dreamers. If you're not a dreamer in bodybuilding, it's very hard to transcend into that where you want to go, which is that outer image where you want to be better than you can ever be. You know, so
when somebody comes to you, like even myself, somebody who's competed the one time or maybe has never competed, and they come to you and they're like, Blue, I need advice about posing, what are kind of the first things that you tell them, alright, there is no point stepping on that stage unless you have these nailed down to a T?
Priority is to first understand which category or class that you're going to compete in. Because what's happening in the sport now, there's such a variety of classes, diversity of classes, that people are getting lost in specific classes. In other words, you know, guys are going into physique when they should be in bodybuilding, bodybuilders are in the physique classes. You know, there's a little bit of a mix going on at the moment. What I would say is obviously definitely know your class. Taking it from there, we need to understand the compulsories that are going to be required on that stage. So we need to obviously practice those. And perfect them to the best of our ability. This will give us the image of what the judges are looking for. In other words, we're going to be showing our physique at our best angles, and we're obviously going to be standing in the right compulsory poses. The mandatory poses come along then, and some classes now don't even have a posing routine anymore. You're basically walking, standing. It's a bit like the bikini, which you have your T-walk or your I-walk, and you're just doing your quarter turns. You know, it's not really emphasizing physique enough, and that's my feeling on that.
So for those out there, we're talking about compulsories and stuff. Some people into bodybuilding might not even know what we mean when we say compulsory. So what are the compulsory poses?
Well, you have 6 mandatory poses, or 6, it can reach 8. So you'd have your first, which would be a double bicep facing the judges. And then you'd have a side chest shot, which is always mandatory as well, a side tricep, and then we turn to the back. We have a back double bicep, and then we have a lat spread showing obviously hamstring and calves, and then we're swung around again to the front and we're showing abs and thigh, and then you have the choice of a most muscular, obviously whatever suits your type of physique. You know, some guys go for the big trap pose, others go for the more close chain pose, you know, depending on your type of physique. When it comes to the compulsories, then we can see the actual body opening up a little bit. See those lats, can you spread those lats? You know, is there serrations in your chest because you're squeezing the muscle during the compulsories, you know. So you basically have them, but what you have to in bodybuilding is basically understand that there is things called quarter turns. These quarter turns give the judges a great indication of your balance, symmetry, and how you're actually flowing together in terms of your physical development. But the quarter turns are a vital part of winning or losing a show. So you've got to perfect the quarter turns, and keep practicing, guys. You know?
Practice.
That's it. Practice perfect, because perfect makes practice. That's it. So, you know, anyone that's out there listening into this, my advice is don't wait for the last few weeks before a show to decide to do a little bit of posing. Right now, I have a class going at the moment in Limerick in the bodybuilding gym, and you can cut that. In the gym, I mean, because we have a huge amount of different athletes. As I said, we have bikini, toned figure. I mean, there's 2 or 3. We have the physique as well, and then we have the bodybuilding. There's such a variety there. And what we do is we do the compulsories, the mandatories, and we give guys the opportunity to develop their own posing routines. Yeah. So we cover all that during our posing classes, but it gives a huge opportunity for anybody that's a bit nervous and feels like, you know, I could never do it. You need to understand that you've got to have to stand in front of people, because when you arrive on the day of a show, you're there in front of maybe 13, 14 judges, and might be up to 1,000 people looking at you as well. As I said, I'm a judge, I'm an ex-competitor, I've been around for a long time, I know what I'm looking for, and if I can help you, you know, it's free of charge, by the way, and you're more than welcome to come along.
Ex-competitor? That mean you're not going to grace the stage again, Blue?
I'm a bit like Rocky, aren't I? You know, there's always a Rocky 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
You know, you never retire from this sport. You continuously. There's the one thing about bodybuilding is you continuously doing bodybuilding until you're older. You know, I'm 54 now, by the way. So as you get older, it's still a fantastic sport. It keeps me healthy.
As well as, even though you're not on stage yourself, you almost live vicariously through your clients who are on stage, and you're there helping them live the dream that you got to live, and you get to spread that on, which I think is really awesome.
Absolutely, absolutely. Bodybuilding is not just a sport, it's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know, you've got to learn that. Once you start this sport, it becomes you, you become it. And for you to prevail or excel in it, you've got to be, it's a lifestyle you've got to master, you know. And obviously health matters too, and I'm a big advocate of watching the health issues. And you know, if you're in it a long time, make sure you get your blood tests, make sure you watch your body fat, your body composition, you know, check all those vital things, watch your blood pressure, things like that, you know. You know, and I'm not a big advocate of bulk seasons either. I think, you know, let muscle grow, let it grow naturally, let it grow over a period of time, you know. Feed it, but don't overfeed it, you know, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Awesome, sweet.
Yeah.
I think that's all for today, Blue.
Thank you.
Thanks very much. Hey guys, thanks for watching today's video. Please like and subscribe and follow the other social media content I produce, as well as if you want to find Blue, you can go right here. Alright, until next time guys, bye bye!